All right, welcome back. So I went over types in the last video, and now we're gonna. Why is this open? And now we're gonna go over the next big thing in TypeScript, which is classes. Class. Um, let's do person. All right. Um, so I know that JavaScript, the newest version or ES6, ES7, whatever is on right now, has classes, but the thing that sets it apart from TypeScript is that uh, JavaScript classes are kind of dumb. And what I mean by that is um, classes is basically the center point of object-oriented programming. So you just do a let's me equals new person, and that you can do this in regular JavaScript, but um, you can't do real object-oriented programming in normal JavaScript because of a thing called privacy. So I could just do me.name equals to Kelvin. And this would work in normal JavaScript. Actually, to demonstrate that, I'm going to copy everything. Touch, source, example, JS. Paste. And we're just going to console log me. And if we run this code, which is source example.js, and there you go. Person name is Kelvin. But you can't do that here. Log me. So ts node source example.ts. There should be an error. Yep. Because what is happening is that you are attaching a new property to the me object, which is a person class, which is not expecting this. Well, let's close this so I don't get confused. So back to what I was saying. So the me is a new person object from the class person, and it doesn't have a name property. So to fix this, you just do name, and there's your property. But also in JavaScript, you could also do this in regular JavaScript, but you can't set the type. So let's say that me.name is supposed to be a string, so this is cool. And this looks exactly like an interface, right? But there's something else that you can add to the class, which is private. And now you're not able to access the name property from outside the person class. And that is the whole basis of object-oriented programming. Things that are being private and that you can only use the get. Let's do this. Name is return name. This dot name. Okay. So you can use the getter setter methods. Get set name. This needs a value, so this dot underscore name equals to value. And now the same code works, but you are indirectly accessing a private variable. So if you get rid of the set, this now becomes a read-only property. So you could do a console log me.name, and that will run fine. Currently it's going to be empty, so let's just do set a default value. Me. And there you go, me. And then we can change this to you. And I know I'm not using the best example here because it's getting confusing, but that is the basics of object-oriented programming in TypeScript. There are also other things, other prefixes that you can use. There's protected, which I don't remember exactly what it does. There's read only, which, you know, you can do this, and it works. Let's see if protected works. No. Protected only accessible inside of class and its subclasses. Okay. Speaking of subclasses, you could do let's go with human, I guess. I don't know. Which is another class, and you could do extends person. And now this is this human class is inheriting from the person class. Let's actually change this to make it make more sense. Animal. And we can just add a constructor here. This dot underscore name equals human. Constructor derived must use super. All right. Yes. I forgot about that. And now if we do a console log, first we have to make a new object. So let's do let's person equals new human, and we're just gonna do person here, and that should give us what we want. So there's a human with the property of human. It's protected, so we can't get it from outside, but we could get it from the inside. Now there's one more thing about classes. Let's see. I believe it's the implements animal. Super can only be, so I believe that's how it works. Okay, let's get rid of this. This is a bad example. So let's say there's a class called logger, and log is just a console log. So and then we could have a my logger implements logger. So what implements means, it's like inheritance, except it's saying that you're gonna do the same thing as this class with additional stuff. So console.log hi. It's actually and then you can just add whatever you want in here. So just do a constructor console.log my logger initialized, if I can spell. initial. All right, let's do this. Other stuff. Console.log other stuff. All right. So, what implements basically means is that this new class is gonna use that exact methods. So if we add more methods here, so like warn, this is now not implementing the logger class. However, we could create warner, and you could implement more than one class, and make sure that you have the warn method. Warn, warning. And then of course to create it, you just do the normal const logger. No, that name's already taken. System is new my logger, and the parentheses to initialize it. And then we're just gonna do a system.log. And then if we run this, we should see both this print statement as well as this print statement. So run, it gets initialized and it uses the log method. And then if we do system.warn, and of course system.other stuff, everything should work as intended. Initialized, hi, warning, other stuff. And there you go. So that is classes in TypeScript. It's pretty straightforward. You could implement, you can extend, or implement means that you're copying methods from a previous class. Extends means that you're inheriting everything from the previous class. Every class comes with a constructor that gets called when the new object is initialized. And you just use it as a normal object. So just dot notation everywhere. And there you go. That's basically it. All right. I will see you guys next time, hopefully with a real project.